So I want to start with this. What do narcissists and reptilians have in common? Everything, because they're one and the same. So when I'm talking to you guys and referencing about narcissists, I'm talking about reptilians. And when I'm talking about reptilians, I'm talking about narcissists. These two are intrinsically tied together. So a narcissist, aka a reptilian, their primary goal is to, outside of sourcing your energy, draining you, intentionally keeping you confused and or distracted. Their main goal is to pervert every human experience so that you can't differentiate between what is someone doing something honestly versus a reptilian narcissist frequency, vibration, and or individual who is playing on you and your psyche. But the truth of the matter is that once you get tapped in, tuned in, and turned on to your divine mission and your inner gnosis, which cannot be interrupted by trauma from the past, present, and or the future. Okay, so with that being said, that means you have to be honest with yourself about who you are and everything that you've gone through and everything that you've experienced and the choices you've made in order to truly connect with your inner gnosis. And therefore, that's what would lead you to understanding the differences between a narcissist reptilian frequency and someone who's genuinely and authentically doing what they're doing, wearing what they're wearing, and saying what they're saying. Intentionality is always key. Vibration, tone, and frequency is also important as well. Okay, so going back to how this ties into someone singing and getting loud once getting near you. Yes, 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 1,000 times yes. Anything that you can think of, they think of the same thing, except they pervert the experience. This is why I have people in my comments, thank God no longer, now that I have found the hidden words button, saying schizophrenic. And the truth is, it's because they're schizophrenic. This is a key example as to what I'm referring to when I'm saying that they will use anything to target you and to get you out of a neutral, positive, and or just positive vibration. Hell, you could even be in a bad mood and they just want to tank you and make it worse. So yes, you can have someone who will decidedly choose to wait until they get near you, and they know that they are. Okay, these are reptilian frequencies. They're not stupid. And then they will suddenly get loud once they're near you. So some common tactics that narcissistic beings, reptilians, and or people who carry reptilian frequency, because they're in contact with it, they're connected to it, they vibrate with the lowest vibration of it, will do things like use children to throw balls at you, rocks at you. These are the reptilians that are really trying to be extremely covert, because most people wouldn't suspect a child being in on the frequency. The key thing with a reptilian frequency, and a reptilian in general, is that they always will try to match your timing to do what they need to do to you, so that it seems coincidental, an accident, rather than actually what it is, and that's intentional. This is where I want you to become your own CSI, okay, guys? And it's all about paying attention to their patterns and recognizing their game. See, that's the thing about reptilians. They don't do things differently. They just do the same things over and over again, and they shift things around a bit. So I'm going to list a few common tactics that I deal with reptilians, aka narcissist. I will frequently get people who will cut me off. So by using their car and or most recently, well, this isn't recent, they always do this, but they'll use the Lime scooters. They'll wait till the last minute and then they cut across really fast. Their purpose and point is to harm me. It's to cause me hurt. Now, this is where you get into the whole narrative and scripting part of your life. And in my script, they're supposed to just jug at my psyche and, essentially piss me off and get me into a space where I want to fight. That's always been their biggest thing, is that they want to get me to fight because I don't fight. I will bite. They'll use kids to come over into my section of wherever I'm at, no matter how many times I move, no matter where I go. And they'll get them to play soccer or toss balls or throw rocks. This I do get vocal with and communicate, because that can obviously easily get out of hand. I will get the people who will come up from out of nowhere, NPC character, and they will yell and they will scream in my ear, or they'll sing really loudly, and they'll also do this in my ear as well. I'll also encounter where they will frequently get groups of men to stalk me, talk loudly behind me, yelling, screaming, and most of the time they're always talking about things with obscenities in it and degrading topics regarding women, causing harm to women. Another common tactic in which that they use is they'll try to insinuate threatening energy towards me, like no matter where I walk, where I go, every time I cross specifically an intersection or a crossroad area, they'll have the police head me off. Guys, I can get into the details and descriptions of this in a way that is more maybe understandable for you, but these are just a few of the tactics that they do on a regular basis. Mind you, they will do similar and or same tactics to you, and it will always be based off of whatever they have as your script or your narrative of how they want to control you. So basically, whatever your personality type is, they aim to affect that in order to take you out, so to speak.